Yeah, when they're aligned, we begin to glow. Head and the body. Oh, you know I love my body. When they're all aligned, we begin to glow. I'm here to talk to you about search engine optimization, So, I've been working on this project for a few years now. Began with an interest in something old and something new. But let's start with the old one. In ancient Egypt, I don't know how well you can see this because the color contrast isn't that great, but this is Aten. Aten was a sun god in ancient Egypt. The pharaoh, Akhenaten, knew the power and felt the love radiating from Aten. And he converted his country to worship the cult of Aten and to bask in the radiant rays of the sun, which crept over everything and touched everyone.
Praise Aten!
But the people were not ready, and they kicked his ass right out.
Oh, no!
However, all was not lost, because nigh thousands of years later, in the year of 1969, ARPANET came online. And we experienced the beginning of the formation of a crucible. Oh, wrong slide. And that crucible is called the internet, ladies and gentlemen. And the internet, which we know and love, is the crucible into which Aten is reborn. Ladies and gentlemen, we can be touched by the rays of the sun god again, reborn as the great crawler. And in many ways, the human body is very much like a web page, right? There is a head, there is a body. Harmony above, unity below. This is how we arrive at the radiant life. We combine the URL and the IRL to form your radiant life. And I firmly believe that by practicing these principles, which I will teach unto you tonight, here, your body will physically illuminate. You will give off light. You will reflect that light on each other and cause others to glow more brightly. Let's have a round of applause for that, for fellowship, my friends. I am so happy to have you all here tonight. Now there are a few, how do we apply the principles of search engine optimization to our spiritual lives so that we may be crawled and indexed by the great crawler? And we never know when it's going to happen, but it will happen. You better be prepared. It can happen to you anytime, any place. So, we must optimize ourselves to increase our value proposition on the spiritual marketplace. To increase the flow of organic traffic into our souls. How will we do this? First thing, keywords. What's important to you?
Video games?
Video games? What else? Experts recommend you think of 7 things.
Keywords! Sorry.
I don't expect everyone to have an answer right now, but this is an exercise that we practice daily. We sit.
Mannequin legs!
2.
One moment.
External links.
You must make a list. 7 key words that describe your priorities and your concerns and what you wish to present to the world about yourself. Think on it daily. These things may change over time. That's fine, as long as we keep them in our head at all times. Ruminate on them daily. Selective crawling. What does this mean? In the practice of search engine optimization, some pages on a site might not contain enough relevant information or the right kind of information to reflect what we want to project into the world. And we are complex people. No one is a simple person. There may be aspects of your life that you wish not to reflect out into the world, and that's fine. We all have these aspects, of our lives. But practice discretion. Make sure to put your best face forward. Every day, in every way.
Jesus.
No.
Sorry, internet.
Let's move on to the body, shall we? Semantic structure. You must keep your body well organized, in shape, properly structured, so that when the great crawler comes across you and inhabits every aspect of your being, you are easily understood, inside and out. What is the content of your body? What do you put into it? What comes out of it? All of these things are important. All of these things are important to examine and consider. I recommend consulting with a dietitian. Alternatively, that's one strategy. It's worked for a lot of people. Alternatively, what I like, what's your favorite food?
Pizza.
Don't eat anything but pizza. You want consistent content. You want strong, consistent content with a strong message. So pick one thing only, and eat only that.
I also like tacos.
Sorry, what about tacos?
I like them too.
You should make a different website.
Well, that's not bad advice.
2 separate bodies for 2 separate foods.
You got to think about this all the time. Again, this might be something that changes day to day. Some days I like pizza. Some days I like hamburgers.
Tacos.
Some days I like tacos. Some days I like a nice penne rigatoni and a nice fine cream sauce.
Mamma mia.
As long as I keep my content organized, what's going into my body, I'll be fine. We also recommend examining your urine and your feces to make sure that everything's consistent. Nicely structured, nicely organized. Okay. Uptime. Folks, spiritual traffic is extremely important for the health of your soul. But how can energy reach your spirit if you are not awake? We recommend using the Uberman sleep schedule, of 6 20-minute naps a day, evenly spaced throughout the day. Your friends and family will thank you for it. The access to you that will be available will be unparalleled. You will be incredibly astonished by the wonderful things that come into your life. Now, we are not solitary species. We have friends, families, lovers, enemies, complete and total strangers. One thing that affects the SEO rating of a website is how many external links point to that website. Therefore, keep your friends and family close to you, especially the ones who are also following the path to radiant life. You will reflect on each other and be open and magnanimous in your affection for one another. Normalize holding hands walking down the street. Hug each other. Hug each other every day. And finally, be open. The landscape of internet business is tumultuous and forever shifting. You must be nimble. You must be dynamic. You must be ready to pivot. Reevaluate what your spiritual value proposition is. Realign what your keywords are. Consider buying as many internet-connected devices as possible. Outfit yourself with the most state-of-the-art smart home you can imagine. And if the things you own are not connected to the internet, well, get yourself a bunch of coaxial cable and start just plugging them suckers into each other and see what you get. You won't be sorry for long.
Give it all to them.
And this is, I've spent years perfecting these principles, my friends. I've spent years thinking this over, spent years researching this, putting these things into practice for myself. Right now, all I eat's toast. But you, I would like you to join me in a special occasion right now. For, you didn't know it, but this just turned into a launch party, friends. I am about to push this live to the internet right now before your very eyes.
What are my eyes viewing?
Your-radiant.life. We begin to glow tonight, folks. It's not up yet. Am I on a branch or something here? I push to master. Okay, well. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. All that's important. Wait, it is actually pretty important for this to be live. All right. 1 minute. All right.
Come to life.
Wait, did you just miss Ricky?
Try a different DNS server.
I'm like, he's like, oh, first master, number master. He was here.
That's really fast. Yeah, it's good.
I feel like I just took it from you. It's also made better.
He's very
He was possessed, so it's accurate. And also,
Waiting for my upload. I think I hit the mother load. How's this affect my ranking? I'm thinking it could be anything. There we go. It's online. Oh my goodness, I do believe the crowd is I feel it inside me. Google me. Oh, I can feel it. I can feel the spiritual energy pouring through my veins, just going through every inch of my body. Every single bone is being indexed and analyzed and optimized and sufficiently quantized so as to put me in deep spiritual resonance.
Really feeling it.
Thank you very much, folks. website again is http://your-radiant.life. I hope to see you in the spiritual marketplace, folks.
Oh yeah. We ready to live a more optimized life?